Hello and welcome to this episode of Diary of a Common Man. My name is Salim Lalani. I hope you will be well. Today we have a couple of things to talk about. First is the membership issue. Now, last week I made an error of judgment in the sense that I did want to get people to fund the legal expenses and the campaign expenses, but and I still want to. Okay, but I forgot one thing, and that is somebody actually reminded me. They called me. They said that look, it's good that you are doing all this, but remember that your channel is looked at, is watched by many people for educational purposes. Now, if you're going to block everything, then how are they going to learn? There are not only the educational issue, but there are people who cannot afford a membership fee. For example, people in Pakistan, they are going through absolute hell at this point in time. How are they going to pay you the membership fee? And if they can't pay the membership fee, then they will never learn. So I'm s- sorry that I did not think about these things before pulling the trigger. And I'm guilty of that. So, what we are going to do from here on is this: we will still keep the membership the way it is. People who want to help me fight Aga Khan in a court of law should continue their membership fee the way they have done so far. And people in the future as well, if they wish to become a member, they can continue to do so. Those people who have become a member just for the access purposes, they are free to cancel their membership if they wish to. Okay, so during the week, we will send you the instructions on how to cancel the membership if you wish to. Okay, if you don't wish to pay anything and you've already become a member, you can still cancel it. That's fine. But I would still encourage more and more people to become members, so that will basically help me with my campaign. So, any questions in relation to that, please send me a note and I will respond to that. Now, another thing we need to talk about today is uh, the an email has come through, and that email is uh, basically quite interesting. The email has come from this man called, um, where is it? I'll put the email on the thing for you. Now, it's a very long email, so I don't expect you to read it right now, but whenever you get a chance, please read it. What I'm going to do is I'm going to basically give you the highlights of that email and what it is about and how it is basically helping me in my campaign. So this email is from Murid of Aga Khan, and his name is Sadruddin Wala. I I have a feeling that this is the real name of this person. This is my gut feeling. I could be wrong. Okay. Now, this person obviously is a murid, and what they are basically saying in this email is they're saying that whatever I am talking about on my channel is absolute rubbish, right? That's number one point. Number two point is that the song is Imam's right. Okay, the song is Imam's right. Another point he makes is every religion has to pay money. So, what is so different about Aga Khan asking for money, or people giving money to him? In fact, he makes a point that nobody is putting a gun on people's head to pay the money. Okay, people are giving out of their own free will. Okay, yet another thing that he is talking about is AKDN, which is Aga Khan's humanitarian network, is doing fantastic work across the world, and so many people are benefiting from it, and so much so that the president of the World Bank, I can't even pronounce his name properly, but he has said on many occasions that Hazar Imam, that is Aga Khan, is a humanitarian, and not only is he a humanitarian, but he represents the best part of Islam, and yet he says to me that and another thing that he says that Imam himself contributes to to the humanitarian cause from his own pocket. All right. So that's another thing, and he and lastly he says that my campaign has achieved nothing, and it will achieve nothing. All right. So these are the things that Sadruddin Wala has said in his email, which is he must have taken my work very seriously to be able to find so much time to write such a long email. Now, to Sadruddin Wala, I will only say this, that the difference between you and me, I am saying something and you are refuting it. Who is right? Who is wrong? Who is going to decide that? Public will go with the person who is credible. Sadruddin Wala, public will go with the person who is credible. Question is, who is credible? Are you or me? It is a universal law that the person who has something to hide, they never show up. People whose intentions are not good, they always hide. People who have a clear conscience, they don't mind coming to the front, identifying themselves so that they can be held accountable. And I don't mind doing that. This is who I am. My name is Salim Lalani. It's a real name. You have my address, you have my email address, you have my phone number. What about you? Doesn't matter what you say in your email. You are not available for scrutiny. I am. Whatever I say, I not only stick by it, but I'm available for scrutiny. You are not. Your leaders are not. Your Jamaat is not. Your missionaries are not. And your Imam is not. You and your system and your Imam. Do you understand this much, Sadruddin Wala? That you are not credible? You have been busted. So, whatever you say in your email is not going to do anything because I will answer, I will respond to everything that you say. But you cannot respond to what I say. That is the difference between you and me. That is the difference. Anyway, let's look at. I will not go into details of each and every item. I can speak on each and every objection that you have written. Okay, but I will only do a one liner in case of in the interest of time. Okay, the first thing you say that historically imams have been persecuted. Okay, and people basically, despite being persecuted, you guys still exist. What you don't understand, I feel sorry for your ignorance. The imam that you have today has got nothing to do with Mola Ali. The people who were persecuted, they had no relationship with Mola Ali or the Prophet of Islam. And I have proven it in my series. So if you don't watch my series, it is not my fault. I have given you evidence of the fact that the Aga Khan that you pray to today has got nothing to do with Islam and he's got nothing to do with the Prophet of Islam. In fact, he has been an embarrassment for Islam. Now, those people who are supporting Aga Khan is because of money. Money, wealth. Just like you throw a piece of meat to a dog will run after it. The titles that he gets around the world, they are brought title. They are not earned title. If you were to give $10 million to an institution, will they not give you the doctorship? If I give $15 million, $30 million to the government, will they not let me do my propaganda? Don't you understand that much? These titles and these honors is not because Aga Khan has done great work. It is because of the money. Because if he was genuine, if he was credible, he would have been answerable. He would have kept himself accountable. He would have made himself available to scrutiny. But he didn't. He never has. In fact, during my campaign, 900 people wrote to him. 900 people wrote to him. Aga Khan, come out and answer the questions. He ignored it. What does it say? It says the whole story. It tells the whole story. He is not credible. Otherwise, he would have come out. He's got a very large machinery, administrative machinery, marketing machinery. He could have easily come out and responded. I accused him of theft on this channel. He did not sue me for defamation. He did not. Why? Because he knows he's a thief. If he's going to take me to the court, he knows what's going to happen there. Didn't you see that? Sadruddin Wala. Okay, let's go to the next one. The son is Imam's right. Who gave him that right? Who gave him that right? Did Islam give him that right? No. There's no concept of the son in Islam. So, if you have any credibility, come and answer that question. Who gave Aga Khan the right to collect religious money for his pleasures? Next thing, every religion has to pay money. Every religion pays money. True. Difference is they pay for charitable purposes. Religious money in Jamaat Khana is for the pleasure of Imam. It is the Imam's personal property. Let me give you an example of Islamic religious collection, zakat. Zakat is not for any mullah or sheikh or any officer of the masjid. It is only distributed according to the instructions given in the Quran. It is given to the poor people and the needy people, not to one man who is using it for his own comfort and luxuries. Do you not understand that much, Sadruddin Wala? And such comments are actually helping my cause. So, Sadruddin Wala and people like Sadruddin Wala, please continue to send these kind of emails, please. Because what you are doing is you're opening up, you're helping me. You're validating whatever I said in my series. That you cannot see what everybody can see. You cannot see. You are blind. You cannot see the difference between zakat and the son. You cannot see that with the money of your dasond, this man has paid out money for divorce settlements, for getting caught with sleeping with other women. You cannot see that. Obviously, you cannot see that. Okay. No one is pointing the gun in the Jamaat Khana to pay the money. No. It is not a physical gun. It is a psychological gun. And it is not a gun. It is a tanka. Psychological game. Fear. If you don't pay the imam, this will happen. Missionary will say that. If you don't pay, Ginan will say you will be put in hell. And in hell, red hot hammers are going to be struck on your head. By the way, I hear nowadays that leaders are keeping an eye on who is paying money and who is not paying the money. And those people who are not paying the money, they are being silently persecuted. Do you know these things, Sadruddin Wala? Next thing, AKDN is supported by non Muslims. I've already covered that. Throw money, throw a piece of meat. All is well. Titles, respect, everything. You can buy that too. I can buy that too. Okay. Imam has contributed personally. Sadruddin Wala, once again, I will ask you to watch my videos. I have sent 2 emails to Imam. What have you contributed? Answer my question. I have got those emails with me and I have put them in my episodes. How much money have you personally paid? Please tell us. No response. And I requested my audience to write to the Imam. And I asked you to write to the Imam. How much have you contributed? He will never talk about it because he does not. If he was contributing, he would have come out with blazing guns, but he didn't. So, do you have any idea what you're talking about, Sadruddin Wala? Now, another thing that he has said in the email, I said, I have 7,000 subscribers. And he says, I don't know about that. Obviously, how would you know? If you have two pairs of, if you have a pair of eyes, you would know. Go to my channel and you will see the number there. But do you want to see that? No. What you want to do is to just doubt what is true and believe what is untrue. Another thing that he has said is, I don't know much about Islam. Maybe I don't, but I know enough to know that Ismaili religion has got, sorry, not religion, Ismaili cult has got nothing to do with Islam. Nothing to do with Islam. I know that much. And not only do I know that much, but I have demonstrated it during my series. But once again, why would you take time to watch my series? And lastly, you have said that I have achieved nothing. Once again, if that is what you think, that is what you think. But the fact of the matter is that your Imam has written to me, a rebel. Your Imam has, and the letter is with me. I have put it on my episodes. Everybody knows that Imam never contacts anybody. And I mean, when I say anybody, I mean the rebel. If you are a rebel, Imam will not contact you. It has been a standard policy. For the first time in history, Imam has written to a rebel, threatening him. That is what I have achieved. And the reason why he is worried, he is threatening me. Instead of answering my questions, instead of answering 900 people's questions, he chose to threaten me, and that letter is real. I have put that letter on the episode. Obviously, why would you see that letter? That is what I have achieved. He is worried because people have listened to me and they are not paying him money. He is worried. But why would you see that, Sadruddin Wala? Yeah. Okay, so that's enough about Sadruddin Wala. Let's move on to the topic. Um, Zahid, can you please play that video of that Sikh man giving giving the receipts in his place of worship, if possible? Do it now, whenever you're ready. Um, whilst he is playing the video, I'll keep talking. Zahid, you can interrupt me and play the video. So, what this video is about transparency. In all religions, there has to be money is there, but nothing like what it is in Jamaat Khana. Okay, we've spoken about it many times. That they basically have a box, or they have a zakat system, or they have tithe system, or they have whatever system. The fact of the matter is that if it is a large amount, a receipt is given out. Okay, and this is universal. All right, because they do mean to do the right thing. Ismailis don't. Ismailis close the door first. They close the doors and then they transact, make financial transactions. That in itself is not only ethically wrong, morally wrong, but legally wrong as well. Um, yeah. So whenever Azahid finds that video, he will play that for us. This video will show you that somebody is donating money in a gurudwara.
This is the place where we're gonna make the donation. So it's been recorded and they're gonna give you a receipt as well. Namaste bhai. How are you? I wanna make donation. So we're gonna make a donation of 500 American dollars. It's 40,000 rupees. 40,000 rupees. Okay, it's gonna take a while for him to count it, I guess. 40,000 is actually $482. So we're gonna give him 2,000 more, I think. 42, yeah? Yeah. And he's also gonna prepare us some receipt. Okay. This is 5,000, yeah? Punjabi. And then 2,000. Perfect. Thank you. Yes.
Name
Davut. I write it down. Punjabi? Okay. You write down Punjabi. I don't know how to write in Punjabi. Country Azerbaijan, Turkey. 5,000 times 8. And he's also gonna give me 2,000 receipt. Gonna be 42,000. We have a line here. Hello. Sorry, it takes a little bit time. He's preparing a receipt for me. You are Indian from here?
Yeah.
Nice. And you make donation?
Yeah.
Nice. How much you donate?
I'm donating just 2,000 bucks.
2,000. Nice. That's very nice. It's very kind. I think not many people do. It's very nice you do it. You tried langar food?
And I've not taken. Basically, gonna take time.
Yeah, he's gonna prepare 8 receipts for me.
8 receipts. Okay,
Yeah.
I'll later.
Maybe you come back later?
Yeah.
Okay, see you. Oh, what's happening, bro?
You just hello.
Hello, how are you?
Can I make one receipt?
Yeah, of course, please go ahead. Yeah, I can wait. So it takes a while to make the receipts. 7 and 8, and then 2,000. Perfect. Dhanawad. Good day. Bye. Okay, so we have the receipts here. They are using in Punjabi different numerical systems. So I think this is 1,000, which gives me 2 receipts. As well as we have 8 of this, which is basically
In its
5,000.
mission.
Gonna give us a total of 42,000, which is my contribution to the Sikh community, and as well as what you do here, which is amazing. Providing food for all these people without discriminating them with their religion, with their race, and anything else. So thank you so much for creating such a welcoming community here. And this is my contributions coming from my YouTube earnings, from my Patreon, other income sources as well. Giving back to you guys, and this is the least I can do. Thank you.
This is an example of transparency. The work that they do is amazing. Okay, feeding people, and it's real. Unlike Aga Khani's system, where it's talk, that we have done this, we have done that. But when we confront them, What have you done? Show it to us. They will never show it to you. But now people are coming out and they're saying it is all talk. Poor people are not being looked after. Poor people are not being looked after. Even the Ismailis are not being looked after. We have put them, we have basically demonstrated that during my work in my campaign. We have done that. The game is exposed, Mr. Aga Khan and Mr. Sadruddin Wala. It is exposed. You are all talk that Aga Khan does good for the people. No, he only does good for himself. And the transparency in the masjid, in the church, I have been there, in the Hindu temples. Okay, look at the work that they do. And they do not give to one man. They do not give to one man. They are answerable, they are accountable. Of course, corruption happens everywhere, including the mosque, including the church, and including the temple. But that is human nature. It is not systematic. In Aga Khani system, corruption and the wrongdoing is on a systematic basis. That is the difference. Okay. The I think I've exhausted my time. In fact, I've been speaking for more than half an hour now. So I'll open to any questions that you may have. So Zahid, any questions? Taka Hapana, I can send an email to Aga Khan about why he's conning his followers for the personal gain. Will he give a reply? You can try. Good luck to you. Okay, next. Yasmin Ali, he is right. Even the Catholics give money to papacy and the papacy owns the money. Something with the Imam. The Dasun belongs to the Imamat, not Imam himself. Okay. The Dasun does not Dasun belongs to the Imamat, not the Imam himself. Yasmin Ali, have you watched the documentary called God's Money? US and Canada's law enforcement agencies, they caught Ismailis carrying suitcases full of money and deliver it to Aga Khan's personal bank account in Geneva. The name of the bank account is Lloyd's Bank. It's a personal bank account of your Imam. That is how much you know. In 1908, Sultan Muhammad Shah proved it in the court of law in Mumbai that Dason is only Imam's property, no one else's property. That is how much you know about your own system. And I feel sorry for you. Next. Zakat is 2.5% and the right of the poor and the needy, the son is 10%. And what basis Aga Khan has a right over it? He has got no basis at all. Next. What knowledge Aga Khan and his followers are conversant with the teachings of the Holy Quran? Is Aga Khan taking advantages? Absolutely. There's no doubt about that. He is taking advantage of the ignorance. He's created this ignorance. He has blindfolded people psychologically. And you just saw Yasmin Ali's comment. You saw Sadruddin Wala's comment. How ignorant can you be? That what everybody can see, you cannot see it. is a horrible state of mind. Okay, next. You can have the highest inflation in the history. Everything is so expensive. People are having difficult time meeting their needs, but they are still required to pay 12.5%. Does it make any sense? No, it doesn't make any sense. It will only make sense to Yasmin Ali and to Sadruddin Wala and people like that. To a normal human being, it will never make sense. To a normal human being, you would want to help those people instead of asking for money. But shameless people like Aga Khan and his followers, they want money from the poor people. I mean, I'm lost for words. What do I say? Anyway, good point, Hussein. Next. I agree that the Imam doesn't have transparency, but as an Ismaili, I don't care. I give Gaswan for my happiness with no conditions. You need to go to a mental hospital, Yasmin. Okay, next. Has there been any progress on legal challenges? The latest is that the lawyers are preparing a report in Canada for CRA. It's going to take a while, so please don't expect um, any news in a hurry. Yeah, but it is happening. It is also happening in UK, and it is happening in United States as well. But I keep repeating this, and I will keep repeating it, that legal matters, they take a very long time. And basically convincing people that Aga Khan is doing wrong, the image is so big. To fight that image, it's it's a task that is almost impossible. But we are attempting it, and we have seen miracles happening. So why not? We will keep hoping that miracle will happen. Okay, next. Imam is building for-profit hospitals and schools a poor person cannot afford. Yasmin, you can defend this as well. I mean, what are you asking, Yasmin? I mean, she's clearly saying that Imam is not transparent. But by giving money to him, she feels happy. She wouldn't give money to those people who are transparent. You are asking Yasmin? Oh my God. Okay, another one. We will happily read Yasmin's. Yasmin, again, just like Sadruddin Wala, you are doing me a great favor. Honestly, you are on display. You are representing the way an Ismaili mind works. Keep posting these comments. The first one you demonstrated yourself just then, that transparency is not important. Yeah. And you feel happy about paying money to a person who is non transparent and people are watching. Okay. Great. Okay. Lawyers will take your money, government won't, because Ismailism is a religion in their eyes. Exactly. And we have to fight that. And we will fight that. Okay. Next. Is there any latest news on Aga Khan's health? Yes, there is. I forgot to tell you. I did speak to somebody in London, and they basically know a very high official who works with Aga Khan. You can take a guess who that person is, but I'm not allowed to name that person. He has said Aga Khan is bedridden. Only a few people are allowed in the hospital to be next to him. Obviously, it is a family that is next to him on a daily basis. But he is in a bad shape and he's suffering. So, Ismailis need to do a satado maybe. But who are they going to ask for? Imam himself is in trouble. Yes. Okay, next. Somebody who really wants to see real charity work, you can see the example of Idi Foundation and Indus Hospital in Pakistan. Absolutely. Look at Idi. I mean, you can see the work. You can actually see the work that they do in Karachi. Okay, I've been visiting Karachi regularly since 1983. In fact, I've lived there for 1 year, and I have seen the work of Idi Foundation. Anyway, everybody knows about Idi Foundation. Salim Lalani, I think Yasmin Ali is a Mukhiani, so she's defending their turf tooth and nail. She's not defending it. She's exposing it. She's exposing it. And this is really good. Defending what is undefendable. Mohammad Khan Malak. Defending what is undefendable. You are exposing yourself. You're not doing yourself any favor. The more Yasmin Ali is here, the better it is for us. We should be sponsoring her for making the comments that she makes, because she displays, as I said earlier, the mindset, a screwed mindset of Ismaili people. But remember, I should not paint all Ismailis with one brush. Yasmin Ali belongs to a group of people who refuse to think, who refuse to use the intelligence and common sense. But there are majority of the people in the Ismaili Jamaat Khana now have chosen to use the intelligence and stop paying the money. They have. And that is why Aga Khan is threatening me. Yeah? Okay, next. What is Satado? Satado is basically what happens is, you know how you go for daily prayers and you pray for this and you pray for that and you pray for resolution of your difficulties and that kind of stuff. You pray on a daily basis, nothing happens. I mean, how can nothing? Obviously, nothing happens. So, what they do is they go for a stronger prayer, a prayer that cannot be refused by Aga Khan. So they pray to Aga Khan on a day. For example, let me give you an example. That every day they will say, Ya Mola, Ya Hazir Imam, Tu Asan Ji Mushkil Asan Kar. Every day. I don't know how many times a day they ask for the resolution of their difficulties. Okay. And everybody says, I mean, and they pay money and all that kind of stuff. Okay. And obviously, nothing is going to happen because Aga Khan is in no position to resolve his own difficulty, leave alone resolving the difficulties of his murids. But okay, now what happens is because the daily prayers are not working, they came up with the idea of a satado. Satado literally means 7 days. During those 7 days, there are special prayers. These special prayers Aga Khan cannot ignore. So if you pray on these 7 days, Aga Khan has to resolve your difficulty. But guess what? Between you and me, don't tell anyone, okay? Even this satado doesn't work in any way. Okay? People have given satados. They've done satados for somebody dying in their family. That may he not die. Aga Khan, please don't let him die. And after the satado, the guy has died. After the satado, the guy has died. And this is a special prayer. It cannot be refused by Aga Khan. And these people still don't understand. The brain of an Ismaili, I have said this before, it has to be researched by NASA or some scientific organization. This brain is very different to a normal human brain. Anyway, next is in Islam one can give zakat directly to a zakat eligible recipient. Okay, all right. Next, is that it? All right. So somebody has said here, Satado is a marketing gimmick for forcing more people to come to Jamaat Khana. Hence, more money is collected. Yes, it is a marketing gimmick. It is nothing but a marketing. The whole thing, the whole system is a marketing thing. Nothing but a marketing thing. And people like Yasmin Ali is an example of that. That they're so strongly inclined to pay money for happiness to a person who is non-transparent. We have it in writing. And one last thing I'll say before going is, Yasmin Ali, what you have done is a great favor to my channel. And what you have done is you have just done a nafarmani of your Hazar Imam. And Sadruddin Wala, you too. Your Hazar Imam does not want you to go to the media and the social media. They don't. Imam doesn't. Imam only goes to the media when there are questions which are vetted. Only questions, good questions are allowed. Any controversial questions are not allowed. Imam does not want the murids to go to the media and make comments. And this is exactly the reason why, Yasmin, that they will expose the system, and you have done exactly that. So thank you so much. And thank you, a big thank you to my friend Sadruddin Wala for exposing Ismaili system and exposing Aga Khan. That's all I have for you today. I'll see you next week. Don't forget, if you have become a member and you want to cancel it, we will send you. I'm sure you will work it out yourself. But in case you can't, we will send you the instructions to cancel the membership. But those people who want to help, they can remain the members. They can remain. They can contribute in whatever way. They can contribute by going to my website. They can contribute by becoming a member. They can also contribute by clicking on the thanks button on your YouTube channel. So please do that. Please support the campaign. I will see you next week. Until then, look after yourself. Take care. Bye.